Mcdudes, episode. Oh my God, what episode is this?
It's 6.
That doesn't sound right. Or does it?
It's 6.
Is it 6?
It might be.
And I can't open up YouTube because I used to have these recurring dreams that someone's giving me the phone number, and I can't figure out how to use my phone, so it'll always stress me out.
Weird.
Episode 7.
Weird. Does it still happen?
Yeah. It's like because like
you have a dream
so for me, networking is such a stressful thing that like that moment and someone important is giving me their number, I freak out in the dream.
Damn.
It's the weirdest thing.
That's weird. That's real weird.
Super weird.
First of all, cheers.
Cheers.
Ka-chunk.
Mcdudes, episode 7. We are recording, not in my studio. We're recording at Apotheosis Comics in St. Louis, Missouri, on Grand Avenue. Shout out to Martin for letting us do this. We appreciate it. We're in a comic book store.
We're in a comic shop.
And how cool is that?
Cool as fuck.
You know, everything I see has some type of memory attached to it.
Yeah,
100%. Literally almost everything around me has something, a character or something. That's awesome. Yeah. So we're here.
Yeah. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
At a comic shop. Hanging out.
Yeah.
It's dope as fuck. It smells like books.
Yeah.
And nerds. I love it. It's the best.
This is a library for nerds.
It is.
Well, I guess that's the library.
I guess all libraries.
I guess that is the library.
Yeah. Oops.
This is for my kind of nerd.
This is a library with toys, and that's the shit. I guess all libraries have toys now too, because they've got kids sections.
They do, but this is special. This is a special place for us. This is a special place. I've been going to comic book stores since I can remember. I would go to 7-Eleven getting nachos and going to comic book stores the first years of my life.
Yeah, sure.
You know.
Yeah.
So like, my dad used to take me to Newark, New Jersey, to go to a comic book store there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I fell in love with comic books. And this is back in, I guess,
the day.
What is it?
Back in the day.
90s,
sure.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Is kind of when I started getting into it.
Yep.
You know, it wasn't a movie universe to be a fan of.
There was a Punisher movie by that point.
With Dolph Lundgren.
With Dolph Lundgren.
So he said a line in it. I think something about pieces, like I'll blow you to pieces or something. Like it was like an iconic line from this Punisher movie that I can't remember, but I was into that.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
My first movie experience was Batman 1989, and I remember the movie theater. I was 9 years old. Was I 9 years old? No, I was 8 years old, and I remember like the line on the side of the movie theater because like times were different, right?
Yeah.
You didn't just have an app with the seat on it.
I remember lining up for shit. That shit was great.
That shit was hard. Well, no, you know it was fun from a fan. Like midnight releases being at midnight kind of sucked though. It kind of sucked.
No, it was one of my favorite. It was one of my literal favorite things.
Let me put my phone on. My phone on me.
You watch on me. Because there's literally no other time you're gonna have that gathering of people that like the shit you like. It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Urban Dog.
Urban Underdog.
Lime.
Fucks with it. Local beer. Hey.
Yeah.
No, like you're in line with a bunch of people that want to be there for the same thing you want to be there for, so the conversations rule.
Always.
Yeah, I miss that shit. I've been doing midnight releases for games. Like the Grand Theft Auto 5 midnight release was one of the wildest things I've ever been.
I don't know if I went to that one. I'm pretty sure I did.
Dude,
no, I know I did.
Mine was out in Jacksonville, that small ass town that had just got its GameStop like 2 months before, so people didn't have to drive 40 miles to go get their Grand Theft Auto. So we had 290 people wrapped around the building, and we were just talking. We just hung out. And Grand Theft Auto attracts like everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like you got your Trevors and you got your Franklins and you got your whatever the other guy's name is.
Trevor, Franklin,
and
oh my God,
what's the name of the
Trevor
white guy?
I don't know. I just started playing it a couple months ago. Playing it again.
Anyway, midnight releases ruled. I miss them.
I miss them too. It was a good community.
And now like TV shows don't even come out at midnight. They come out at like 2 a.m.
That's so dumb.
Like just hit.
Well, it used to be all Eastern Standard Time. So
yeah,
like
but now it's not.
Now it's Pacific.
Is it?
It's like midnight and
it's
West
midnight,
Coast.
It's midnight West Coast.
It's literally 2 a.m. for us.
It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're back.
We're
here. We're doing it. I went on vacation last week,
to Florida.
So we didn't record. You know, we've been busy. Life happens, and we've got Doctor Strange is in the past.
If you haven't seen Doctor Strange by now, you don't want to see it. And it's funny because...
And the reason we say that is because we're about to spoil that shit later.
This is the spoiler episode for Doctor Strange 2, and we're going to talk about the Moon Knight finale, and we're going to talk about the Love and Thunder trailer, in which I am angry about. Let's start with
Let's
that.
start with that.
Let's lean into that.
Why? Why is you angry?
I have trailer
Fatigue?
and trailer breakdown fatigue.
Oh, no, I saw that tweet that was like, why you go in 2
Do you
hours?
even like it? Do you even, honestly, do you even like the movie? Do you like Thor if you want to ruin it for yourself? Because that's all you're doing.
By guessing and gesticulating that you might know
Just because-
this is this and this is this and this is this.
Just because you can do a thing
doesn't mean
mean you should do that thing, right?
Jeff Goldblum, I'm worried that you're not. You asked if you could and didn't
Ask
if you should.
Yeah. So
That was my Jeff Goldblum impression.
That was spot on. So there's a side note. There's a TikTok, right, where the guy goes around to people asking questions like, "Who was the first president of the United States?" And no matter what if they're wrong as shit, he'd be like, "Yeah." So someone said John Quincy Adams, and he was like, "Yeah." So yeah.
You just gotta feign. You just gotta make that's participation trophies for ignorant people. That's all.
Yeah,
it is.
but it's hilarious because
It's
like
very
they're
funny.
so off,
You're just like, you know what?
and they know they're wrong too. And
Yeah.
they're like,
And then when you say yeah, they're like, let's be honest with me. Am I dumb? Because I think I'm dumb.
But like frame by frame, breaking down a trailer is literally. So I sound like an old head, and that's fine.
No, you don't. You don't. I think it's something that's becoming more popular with people now. Is people are going like, actually.
Younger people in
don't
particular want to take all the content in. They want to absorb it all, and like does it at the expense of knowing what happens. Like for Doctor Strange, I avoided trailers and trailer breakdowns. So after I saw it, I went back that Monday night. Thank you for the hookup.
Yeah.
That I went back and I looked at the Emergency Awesome, the heavy spoilers breakdowns, the screen cross breakdowns.
How many of them were accurate?
And they were so accurate, dude.
Damn.
There was so. I mean, like
The number of times though that they did confirm that Tom Cruise was playing Superior Iron Man is funny to me because but
I think because they John Krasinski never met Elizabeth Olsen on set.
yeah, I've seen them ask her
And
questions
she passed
about
a
him,
test.
and she's
She's like, no, I never met him.
she's like, I don't know who the
So I feel like at one point it could have been Superior Iron Man. It could have been that, or they left it. They kind of
left it open?
they could have went
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah.
So honestly, he could have shot something, which would have been amazing to see.
There's
even as bonus footage.
the bonus footage, 100%. There's photos from Endgame where Doctor Strange is in an Iron Man suit,
Yeah, I saw that.
and like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why have we never seen that? What was
Yeah.
that for?
What?
Please?
Yeah.
Maybe
But-
it couldn't have been just like, what if we made a joke and put on the other person's, because they're tailored.
Yeah.
And Robert Downey Jr. is like 6 whole inches shorter than Benedict Cumberbatch, so they made one for him.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyway, so you dislike the trailer for Thor,
I
or do you
just
dislike
like-
the environment that surrounds it?
So about 2 weeks ago, Kevin Feige went ahead and said that they're giving too much away in trailers. Like he officially said this. Like
Interesting. I think they've been pretty good about it.
no, well,
Well, I mean,
they
if
were
you
for
go
like
back and
certain
watch,
shit.
if you go back and watch the WandaVision trailer, there is in fact a ton of stuff from the last act of the movie.
Yeah.
Like way too much.
Way too much.
But like going in, I had no idea.
But they had to do that, and I feel like with Doctor Strange, it made a little bit more sense, right? Because it created more conversation, which is what you want.
They lied to us the whole time.
Exactly. So like I'm thinking we don't know, and I like the trailers because we didn't know what direction they were going to go in, right? Like
No.
even when we were talking to the owner of Apotheosis Comics, Martin, he was like he just didn't expect the movie to go that way.
Nobody expected what they
which
got.
is perfect, right?
Yeah, very good.
I wanted Marvel Zombies. I thought I was going to get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I saw 2 horrible looking
Definitely thought we saw
variants.
Zombie Wanda.
Yeah.
Definitely thought we saw Zombie Wanda. in
She
the
was
trailer.
even walking like a zombie.
You're right.
through
She
the
just had
tunnels.
glass in her feet.
Yeah, right. She was just destroying
She had
other
glass in her feet,
Wanda's
and she was
fucking feet.
covered in fucking Ultron motor oil, which is weird.
So I like trailers that fool me and trick me and like.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we don't need to. I don't think I need a 3-minute trailer anymore. I think
No,
I need a
no.
minute and a half.
Minute and a half is fine.
Gore reveal. Perfect. Now, do I want him to have the no nose and the tentacles? Yes.
Yeah.
He looks like Christian Bale.
Am I happy that Christian Bale decided to do practical makeup instead of CG though? Yes. Because like I
am Thanos out.
right, and
we
also
gotta talk about She-Hulk too. So we're talking about CGI. We just said CGI.
right, CG fatigue is a thing. People get tired of watching stuff that looks too fake all the time. But also like if you Christian Bale doesn't fuck up. It's been a long time since up.
Yeah.
Every movie he's in is worth watching because his performances are great.
Yeah.
And so for him to like show up in a movie to be a guy whose job is to murder gods, which is really dark for a Thor villain, and be like, I want you to see my face, not like. Also, they take his nose off. It's just Voldemort. It's just Voldemort, dog.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So like they had to do something different. I dig it. I think he looks great. He also absolutely has the Necro Sword. And I really hope that they go with his origin story. Here we are breaking down shit, which is what you literally said you don't like.
But that's fine. But it's fine.
I hope they go close to his origin story, where like
Yeah.
two gods fall next to him and ask for help, and he kills them both. And I hope those two gods are Surtur and Hela. And he kills Hela and takes her Necro Sword from her.
Okay.
Because the last thing we saw was she was getting knocked through an existence plane by a giant.
I started reading the history of Gore, the comics.
It's such a good story.
So I'm in the first issue where Thor is like, it's 3 Thors. Have you read this? It's 3 Thors.
Ages, but yeah.
And they go through the time, so it's super interesting.
Yeah, dude.
But like I'm super excited about, and Taika said that this is the best villain for the MCU that he's seen. Like he's going on a limb, and I know he has to do that because he's trying to sell movie tickets.
He's trying to sell the movie, but also like Taika's not gonna lie.
They don't have to sell movie tickets. Like they don't have to sell. Like they don't have to.
We didn't
like
get the trailer until after Doctor Strange came out, specifically because they don't have to worry about people going.
Yeah, they don't have to do things to like to. That's the power of Marvel. They don't have to do that, like trick us with like media stunts, right? Even though they do.
Yeah.
Tom Holland saying he's quitting Spider-Man, and then the day the DVD comes out, we just signed a contract. Like that's just drumming up news.
Yeah.
And so sure, they're doing that to an extent, but that's exciting. It's exciting, but how? I don't want to know every phase of this movie, and I feel like I already kind of know that Thor is going to go through this thing where he doesn't want to fight anymore, and then he wants to go on a mission, but then he has to fight, and then he discovers that Jane is now Mighty Thor, and this.
Is Thor dying in this movie?
Yeah, Thor's 100% dying. Well, that's what everyone's. But see, that's the thing, right? We're looking at these trailers and we're trying to speculate because, and Straw Hat Goofy had a TikTok about it, about the path of Wanda, where she like. Grief and then ends up dying, and then like Thor and then like kind of had similar things. So like
I might fucking hate Phase 4. Who else are they gonna off?
Do you think so? I noticed a picture online that had all the OG Avengers and all the new blood underneath, kind of like in the same spots. Sure. Do you think Jane is going to replace Chris Hemsworth? No way, no shot. No shot they replace Thor.
No.
Or like, I'm not going to do anything to take Chris Hemsworth out of the MCU.
I don't think he's going to die. But I know for a fact that like that big party that they're having at Zeus's place, that's going to end poorly. It's got to.
Yeah.
It's for a movie with a bad guy that's about killing gods who don't care about anybody but themselves, to show a giant party for gods, that's got to get crashed.
Yeah, 100%.
That's got to get crashed.
How do you feel about the Sin City-esque parts of the trailer?
The very black and white world? I don't know. That seems cool as shit.
It does, but very Frank Miller.
Very Frank Miller. And I was like, you know what? Those movies were like kind of visual feasts. So like, I'm hungry. Let's eat.
No, I'm excited. Movie of the year? Movie of the summer?
I don't think I know anything else that's big coming out this summer. It's hard to top that.
I think Doctor Strange was supposed to be my movie of the year, and it didn't hit.
It's very good, but I don't think it tried to be anybody's movie of the year.
No, it didn't.
I think it's trying to be very small.
It told a story that it wanted to tell, and
well,
I appreciate that.
Very much so. Very much so. Well, let's talk about Doctor Strange a little bit more. Like,
you want to do that? Want to save Doctor Strange for now, or you want to do it later? Because we still got to talk about Moon Knight and She-Hulk.
Oh, okay. Well, there's so many ways to tie all these things because they're all Marvel.
It's all connected. Mephisto's right over there.
It's all connected. I think that Doctor Strange could have been a big summer blockbuster if it had gone the way I think so many people thought it would, which was like not thousands literally, but tons of random cameos and just like multiverses colliding, whatever. And instead it was like a story of two people wondering whether or not they were happy.
Yeah.
Which like,
and it makes sense because like it's such a small story, small being relative.
Yeah.
But you know, like they're going to these different universes to seek out themselves to get help. And not to seek out Spider-Man, not to seek out their Captain America. And we still got cameos at the wazoo with the Illuminati, which was insane.
Very good.
Which was literally chef's kiss.
Everything I wanted. Yeah,
everything I wanted. And I loved. Why do I love Monica Rambeau? Is it Monica or
Yeah,
Maria?
no, it was Maria.
Maria Rambeau more than I love Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel.
Because
she has more expression. She's a better actress.
Yeah. Also,
that hurts to say, but it's true, right?
Yeah, she's great. She's a
better actress than Brie Larson. More emotions.
Brie Larson's great, but I don't think
you can visualize.
I don't think her Captain Marvel is given a lot of space to be emotional.
You can visualize the little ticks that Maria Rambeau's Captain Marvel did.
Yeah.
You can visualize it right now, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Now we have 2 hours of Brie Larson. Can you visualize a facial expression? You can't, bro.
I hate how much that just worked.
You can't, bro. But I would like. She killed. Wanda killed. This is spoilerville, dude. Wanda killed.
Spoiler alert! From here on out, if you're listening and so you get spoiled, don't get mad at us. It's your fault.
Wanda killed Mr. Fantastic and Black Bolt in front of her, and she made a face about it, like
she was like, "This bitch."
She's like, "Oh, this shit we about to get this in, dude.
Like,
you just did that." Bitch. So like. I enjoyed that.
I love how
more.
fucking arrogant the Illuminati are, which is 100% the way they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
because they're like, we're so good at shit, we're gonna make decisions for everybody else.
Thanos was a layup, but you know they had to use the. I need to know the name of this book. The Book of Vishanti. Vishanti. They had to use the Book of Vishanti. So that was Thanos in that universe gave them an issue too.
Yeah, they gave him help. That's interesting.
Yeah. They had to go for the.
They had to use the Book of Vishanti and the Darkhold.
And the Darkhold
to beat Thanos.
Which makes sense. But I bet you Strange may have seen that.
Strange may have made it worse, honestly.
I think our Strange saw that.
No, I think their Strange may have fucked up stuff.
What if?
You oofed.
What if Strange in one of the 14 million views saw that timeline and saw how it ended because of that?
Yeah. Oh my God! This is a little bit of a side note.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of like seeing something coming and like planning for it, someone talked about how like Iron Man cared more than Doctor Strange, and you can tell because like he would have seen Wanda coming essentially, because like the entire time that Wanda and Iron Man were existing at the same time, he was always trying to protect her because he knew what the world would do to her.
Yeah.
And then he died. No longer there to make sure that she stays, and
off
then
the
just
rails.
Straight down
Off the rails.
And I was like, "Holy shit!"
Which is probably why he encouraged Vision to romantically go into a relationship with her.
Yeah, Tony probably was a lot of like.
He probably is like
she needs to be happy and like not need to go outside, so like hang out.
But also, apropos that, with the fact that in that universe, Wanda was happy, had everything she wanted.
Yeah.
No, she had everything she wanted. We don't know about the man.
That universe.
The A38.
Oh, the one where she goes to find her kids.
A38.
Yeah.
She was really happy, and the kids were happy, and that's what gave Illuminati the hubris to believe that this is she's never realized her powers.
Yeah. Also, the question you were like, are you sure you want to talk about Doctor Strange? Let's talk about something else. And we're just talking about Doctor Strange.
Yeah, we're here.
Also, the universes are parallel, right?
Yeah.
So like they're
not at the same time though, because parallel is not
always parallel.
The parallel in the fact that they don't run into each other, but they may be parallel, and our time is different from someone else's time.
I'm trying to rectify why Viz isn't around in any of these universes.
Because Viz is not going to be around at A38 because Ultron worked. That's why they have the Ultron bots in the Illuminati. Reed Richards made Ultron work.
Who does she have kids with?
Doesn't matter.
A man. Or did she actually make them?
No.
For real, make them.
She had kids for whatever reasons, and our Wanda picked up on those kids and created them. That theory works, bro.
That shit fucking slaps. Dude.
That theory fucking works. Yeah, the motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah, it works.
It works.
No, I love that. I get it if you don't like watching trailers. Anybody who listens to this, I get it. I have no self-control, so I watch none of. I don't watch the like little ones, the little 30-second like Fear trailer. Those are stupid. But I'll watch the official first one, and then I'll watch probably the second one. I normally skip the final trailer. And for what it's worth, Doctor Strange never tells you who the bad guy is in the trailers.
Love it. Love that.
Several times.
But we kind of knew it was Wanda.
I thought so, but I was also like, looks like Wong and Wanda are hanging out fighting these. Also, these big things look like they're fighting with them. That's 100% not the case in that scene.
Yeah.
But I love that the movie like right away was like, oh no, Wanda's the bad guy.
Absolutely.
100%.
Oh, immediately.
Oh,
immediately.
shit.
Dude.
Also, I love that Strange shows up. So
let's talk about this.
Strange shows up in this
act by act
orchard. Okay, yeah. So you get the initial opening, right, with Defender Strange and America. Excuse me, I didn't mean to do that into the microphone.
I've been like low key
Just,
pushing burps away.
yeah, it just kind of snuck out.
We grown.
Defender Strange and America are fighting, and right next to the.
And he's not wrong.
No,
he's not wrong in taking her powers.
He's not. It sucks.
But that's who Strange is. Strange is, I will sacrifice you for the, and that's what. That's the reason why we have so much problem in the 616 is because
636 is St. Charles.
Yeah, St. Charles. That's why we have so many problems in St. Charles. No, that's why we have so many problems
that's not wrong either.
In the 616 is everyone is not willing to make the play for everyone, right?
Not yet.
If honestly, real talk, if Captain America was like, boom, Viz, you're a robot, you out of here.
You got no soul, give me that stone.
Boop. Flush this down the toilet, like Iron Man said, flush this down the toilet. Get rid of this thing, right?
Do they give off like an ambiance that makes them like you can go detect them?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like, does flushing it down the toilet actually? I think he locked the door because he's in his office.
Yeah.
Customers might be coming in. We're not serving them.
I don't work here.
I don't even live here. She doesn't even go
I'm only
here.
here part-time.
I'm only here part-time. No, there's nobody so far that's been like, sorry, bro. You got to deal with it so that everyone else can be okay. Not yet.
No one's making.
I mean,
that
Doctor
play.
Strange did fucking do that. He let Thanos win for 5 fucking years.
He did.
And that is brought up in the beginning.
He did.
When his old coworker doctor's like, was there anything else you could have done? He's like, no.
No.
I
made the play that I could make.
Yeah.
But I feel like
he's like, I lost 2 cats, and he's like,
yeah, all right, give a fuck about these cats.
Okay, homie.
He's like, I lost my brother. Like, okay, all right, yeah, it checks out.
At first though, he's like, okay.
And I feel like, where was I going with that making the play thing?
When he was gonna sacrifice America in the beginning.
Yeah.
And no one's willing to do that, but we're seeing alternate universe characters that are like, yep, sorry, gotta take your shit because like. They can't get it.
Yeah.
But then he dies right away. So, like, good job, dipshit.
Yeah. But it wasn't malice, and I think America, as being a kid, took it as malice.
Yeah, and as a kid, you would.
You
as
would.
a kid, you would. You'd be like, oh, hold up, what?
Yeah.
You're my friend.
I don't want to sacrifice. Like, yeah, I don't want to get sacrificed. Yeah. So, I feel her.
Also, the thing that's chasing them.
But he still tried to save her. Like, even as he was dying, he did a thing to save her.
Yeah, he cut the thing that's chasing them.
Yes.
It has a name. I can't think of what it is. The wraps of something. The material that make that is the material that Juggernaut's shit is made from. Yeah. Juggernaut. Big Juggernaut.
Marco.
Yep. Yeah, it's the same stuff.
Oh, okay.
So there's just X-Men hints all fucking over this movie.
Well, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think we're talking about. Let's get to that. We're not talking about the impact of the
what this movie means yet. Yeah, there's so much. Also, so then you move from there into Strange, going to a wedding, and then Shumagorath showing up, which...
Well, they can't use it because Hercules owns... The brand that owns Hercules owns Shumagorath. So they couldn't use that name. That's why.
Stupid. I hate it, but also...
Licensing.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Universal still owns Hulk, so that's why we haven't had a Hulk movie.
Which is fine.
Which is fine, because he's going to be in this next show, and, like, I'm done. Also, his arm's better. Also, after credits of Shang-Chi, he's not Hulk anymore.
No, so they're saying that either we're going to have a continuity issue, we're jumping ahead, but we either have a continuity issue or She-Hulk takes place before Shang-Chi.
Or after. Maybe he can go back and forth between Hulk by the time Shang-Chi happens.
Or or I think they said it's before he fucks his arm up. So they're saying She-Hulk will be within the 5 years of the snap because...
Oh, this is like
Bruce Banner's arm is fine.
This is pre-Endgame.
Yeah. Which I don't think I agree with. She wouldn't realize her powers and sit that out.
People misunderstand how little time Endgame took place in. Right?
With the actual fight? Oh, yeah, it happens instantly.
They time travel,
it's
come back, fight over. It's a day. So if she was in a different state, she's not showing up.
Yeah.
She doesn't have no power over that.
That's true. I think we all need to think about that when we wonder, like,
where
is such and such?
Yeah, everyone with Infinity War is like, where's the military? It happens in a day.
Yeah, like shit happens in real
happens
life,
in
and the military
hours.
doesn't scramble.
No, it
that
happens in
fast.
hours. And
It only
then it's
happens
over.
fast in Independence Day. It's the only time it happens fast.
Only time they scramble
Someone says
quickly.
DEF CON, and everyone's
They're like,
already there.
Let's do it. Yeah, yeah. This shit happens so fast. Where were the 10 rings for that? Probably in China.
Yeah.
Not close.
Not close.
Not close is what I'm saying.
Not even a shot, dude.
No,
shot.
not a chance. So they meet America. She realizes this Strange doesn't speak Spanish, which is funny.
Very funny. Very good scene, and she's taking this all on the chin.
Also, I love the quickness of the conversation because he was like, "I was at Christine's wedding," and Wong's like, "You were," and she's like, "You married Christine?" And then the chick's like, "Do you mind if I get a picture?" And he's like, "Yes, I do. Yes, I went. No, I'm not." Like
So good, dude.
So quick.
So good. So good.
It's really good. What was I gonna bring up about the plot? So like they figure out, oh, you're getting chased by shit, and then they also figure out like the shit you're getting chased by has runes on it.
Yeah.
That's not magic. That's witchcraft.
That's witchery.
Let's go talk to a witch. And
I
you're
love
like,
the fact that Strange took a note from Ebony Maw on the razor, cutting something down in the middle to stop it from hitting you. So in Infinity War,
they're fighting in the streets of New York.
and he cuts it in half, and it splits past him. He did the exact same move,
Yep.
and I kind of love that.
Yep.
Because we all know that Iron Man sees and learns.
Yeah.
But so does Strange.
Strange had to.
Yeah.
Jumping way ahead, the post-credit scene is his future wife showing up and being like, "You caused an incursion. Let's go fix it." And the window that they open is into Dormammu's existence.
Dormammu's universe.
And so like
The dark universe.
The
is where
dark
it's from.
universe,
Or
right.
she is actually the Sorcerer Supreme of the dark universe in the comics.
like the whole Dormammu facts, the whole Dormammu event in the first movie. There's theories that like he stayed there and fought for years.
Long enough to learn magic. Long enough to learn enough to become the Sorcerer Supreme.
Like he fought long. Fought and died long enough to come out the Sorcerer Supreme, which means like he could have died thousands of
No,
times.
they literally said that like he like was in there. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like enough for the dude who wants to take over the universe to be like, nah, man, we got to stop, dude.
Yeah.
I cannot
Fucking
do this
leave me
no more.
alone.
Dude. Like,
Yeah,
this is way
100%.
too much.
Which plays to Strange being one of those just like, oh, you did that, I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah.
And yeah, he absolutely does that with.
Well, and honestly, the whole arc of Strange is I can learn that, and like his whole thing is
You're the master of the mystic arts. Command the spirits.
Was that corny or not?
Fucking corny as shit.
Okay,
I loved it though.
I loved it too.
It's Sam Raimi, dog.
And it's Christine Palmer telling him this.
Yeah. And you have to do better than killing me this time to kill me. And
She's
she's like, bitch, what? It's the best you got.
That's like when Thor was like, "It'll kill me only if it kills me." That's what killing you means.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. No, but the next scene we get is like, go talk to a witch, and he goes to see one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie. He goes to see Wanda.
Yeah.
In a big orchard, and they're walking and talking, and she cuts off a branch, and he smells it, and he's like, "Oh, it smells," and she's like apples or whatever.
Like
he
sweet. She said sweet.
Sweet, and he was like, I was
Like
gonna say
real.
real. And she's like, "Oh, trust me, it's very real." And like on second viewing, Strange's face when she goes, "Oh, this is very real," he's like, "No, it's not."
Yeah.
I love that he catches it immediately.
No, but because there was a moment, because I've seen it 3 times. There was a moment of confusion when she said America. Like he had to retrace his own.
Well, yeah,
steps
I think he knew
to
that
see.
like what she was doing,
But it was
what
a
she was
realization.
creating was fake.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, she's sad, so she's making this look
Yeah.
better." But when she's like, "You just bring America here," he's like, "Yeah." Oh.
But like he took a couple steps and he was like, and then he was disappointed.
Yes, his shoulders
Then he
sank.
was
He was like,
disappointed.
"Damn it! I wanted you to help. I wanted you to be
I want you
good.
to be the
I wanted
hero.
you to be the
I
hero."
wanted to put you on the lunchbox.
Yeah, like he wanted to help.
Why was that such a beautiful, like word and saying?
Get
Like
you back
I want
on
to
the
get you back on the
lunchbox.
lunchbox. That's such a beautiful thing.
He's just trying to restore
her glory,
her
fame.
image to people. Like, I know what I'm not here about that shit.
Like he gets it. He gets grief.
100%. He's
lost-
like, I'm not here
he's
about.
lost everything too at
I'm
one
not
point.
here about Westview. Like that's.
He was like, and I think he knew Rescue was going on. And he was like sitting it out to, in a way, make sure. He's like, I knew you'd make it right.
Right.
She did.
He had faith in her. And then she
is so
says America,
heartbreaking,
and he's
dude.
like,
This is so hard. You know what it is? And the overarching thing of this movie is the grief and trauma response. And they've all been through it on a level that we really don't, to the point where like Spider-Man's alone. because he's gone through it.
Phase 4 is absolutely like
It's trauma.
It's just trauma.
It's
like
trauma.
the Spider-Man movies have been. Even Far From Home was fucking sad.
It was.
And then No Way Home is fucking extremely sad. And then Moon Knight.
No Way Home. The name No Way Home.
Not great.
Really,
Not great.
Really powerful, dude.
Yeah, not a great forecast. Moon Knight is
Mental illness.
one of the most emotional views of a guy struggling with mental illness.
Mm-hmm. Dude, what is Marvel doing now?
What the fuck are they doing?
Dude,
Like,
listen,
bro, leave me alone.
No, listen. I feel attacked. No, I don't. I feel
the noise in this bus is so loud.
I feel like they're talking about mental illness. They're talking about grief and trauma. They're being accepting of breaking racial stereotypes.
Like, wait, yes.
They're being inclusive with the characters now, and a lot of people are fighting it. But I love it. I personally think this is
a lot of people are fighting it, but like Spider-Man made the second most money of any movie ever, and Doctor Strange is fucking huge.
Yeah,
so the loud ones on the internet can eat crow. Fuck off.
I think what they're doing socially is just as important as they are being entertaining, and they're doing it.
Yeah,
they're doing it.
Also, there's this argument that emerged like right after Endgame that like, can the Marvel Universe continue and do something bigger? Which I still don't know if they've answered, but they're definitely building to. They're building the Secret Wars.
This is
100%, and like that's easily bigger than Thanos to me.
Yeah, for sure. There's so much. The good thing about being
so much shit that can happen.
The good thing about being a comic book fan is that we know that there's like Thanos is just one
Thanos
little
is
blip.
small potatoes. In some cases.
So like he's the governor of our Walking Dead universe, right? Like he's like the first horrible threat, but like there's way worse coming.
There's Negans out there.
Exactly.
Right. Well, comic book Negans, not show Negans.
Yeah. So I was gonna say I was trying to make a point that what they're doing is aligning with the mission statement that Marvel's done throughout the generations, like the generations.
Sure.
Right. The decades.
Yeah.
The
Since
50 years. And I think it's amazing, right? Because X-Men, we all know, everyone reversed to the X-Men and being about the civil rights.
I love when people are like, I wish the X-Men were political.
Yeah.
That's why they're
there. Yeah.
Wolverine's
in that might be the quote of the podcast.
Yeah,
what if we name it that?
That's the title of the podcast.
We can't though, but that's
Just
funny.
do N and then 4 asterisks.
Yeah. But like, it's amazing. It's amazing what they're doing.
Sorry, the podcast has to be called Wolverine and it's gotta be.
Oh my god, dude! I'm bleeping this out. I'm not.
No, never.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's
amazing.
Great.
It's great,
but that's how they keep their stride, right? They keep their stride by being entertaining, taking the characters we love, and tying it into society, and making us better. If you watched Falcon and Winter Soldier and you didn't get better,
I love it.
You're trash.
I loved it.
You're trash.
Like, oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Bucky's story that's happened, Phase 4, which is just Falcon and Winter Soldier at this point, but I'll include some of Endgame, is fucking sad.
Yeah.
Like, he knows before Steve travels back to return the stones, he knows he's not coming back because he says, I'll miss you.
Yeah, he knew.
And like he's like, I'll be back in 15 seconds. And he's like, I'll miss you. And that's like, oh, that's cute.
He knew.
And then you realize like,
no, he knew.
No, because he'd already talked. And then in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
So you think you already talked to him in the past?
Well, in Falcon and Winter Soldier, you find out he'd already talked about giving the shield to Sam.
Yeah.
Which means they'd had a conversation before that moment.
You're like, yo, cause you know what? That's so Steve Rogers though.
Steve's like, hey.
He's like, yo, just so you know, you're my ace boom cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to not come back.
Yeah, I'm not coming back. I'm giving the shield to Sam. Make sure he knows why.
And the one thing about the Disney Plus shows, I'm not sure if I got this with Moon Knight yet, and I maybe have to do another viewing to get it. So, WandaVision had what is grief besides love persevering.
Love persevering, yeah.
And Falcon Winter Soldier had, if he's right about you, then he's wrong about you, he's wrong about me. Such a powerful line.
Ooh, a fucking gut punch, dude.
That's a powerful
And then
line.
Loki has, maybe not a line, but Loki has that moment where he sits down and watches everything that happened after he disappeared.
I feel like if Loki is in my mind, I was trying to race to see what line it was in Loki. If they had a line, Mobius said it because he was just so good the entire time.
Yeah, he's great. Or He Who Remains said some shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, the line from that movie, that show, is when Sylvie stabs him and he goes, see you soon."
That was good.
Because it's
that
like,
that was good.
Because he's like, yeah, you kill me, it's just gonna get fucking worse.
I just want to say, I hate how wrong I was about Jonathan Majors being in Loki.
Really?
I was so wrong.
You didn't think he was gonna be?
No shot. I said no. I hopped on Tasty Steve's stream and with Ben and Steve, and I said no shot, no way,
No shot. What?
that he's gonna be in the show. No way, because it was rumored. It was rumored, but it was like light rumored, right? Like it was like big people were like
we knew at that
speculating.
point he was gonna be Kang, but we knew that was gonna be Quantumanium.
Like
right?
because everyone was like, who's gonna be at the end? We know someone's gonna be at the end. Who's the guy? And He Who Remains was traveling around, but we didn't know what that looked like.
What does that look like?
Right? And I was like, no way, the actor Jonathan Majors is in this show. No fucking
And then his
chance.
scene is so fucking.
The whole time.
It's so fucking good.
The whole time, dude. If
It's
you're not
so
excited, if
good.
you're not excited for Ant-Man Quantumania,
Ooh.
you're in the wrong.
When you find out that like the TVA exists to weed out versions of him that are worse, and that he's been watching from it's fucking. It's so good, so good.
we have to do a Loki show.
Loki's next. Loki's next. Oh well, Miss Marvel's next, but
Yeah, we're gonna be doing this for a while.
we're never gonna. We have to figure out how to backtrack.
Yeah, because we can't do two week like.
We can't like.
I don't want to know. I enjoy our long talks, so I don't want to like
Yeah.
10, 20 minutes something.
Right, 100%. Yeah, maybe we like. You know what? Let's do one episode about Loki instead of watching each episode of Loki, and we'll talk about.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
We'll talk about the episodes of Miss Marvel as they come out.
Yeah, we can do that. We
And
can
then
do
the 2 weeks between shows, we tackle some other shit. Anyway,
We're off on a tangent. I love
way
it.
off on a tangent. But the thing I was getting at with Phase 4, and can they make it better? The other thing that's popped up is that like, oh, these movies are all made by Third Floor, and like, there's no personality in them. They take it from the director, and like, bullshit. Because the last 4, 5, 6 things we've gotten in
All
the
director.
MCU have all been about very specific
Yeah.
trauma, struggles,
Yeah.
mental, like all that shit. So like, obviously, people are telling stories in this space.
Now the previs that might be a thing, but
Sure.
the heart around it, and I think that's what makes it work.
yeah,
Is what makes it work.
yeah.
'Cause, like,
you bring in people that are good at telling stories and go.
The Russo brothers put their foot into the game, into the Marvel universe,
their
and
toes.
and broke their foot off in it. You know where I was going.
100%. No, I did not.
And you get that with Whedon did good. Now that I was really harsh on Whedon, and I know he's maybe a piece of shit.
All his female characters are monsters. To
yeah,
him,
no,
but-
he's not
Not a great-
healthy.
not a great dude.
He's not healthy at all.
But the MCU got where it was because
Yeah.
Avengers was what it was when
Yeah,
it came out.
so Whedon did a good foundation
Yeah.
for sure, and I'm not gonna ever say he's the worst because he did Firefly, and
Right.
I'm all about that.
Yeah.
And did he do Cabin in the Woods?
I don't think he directed it, but he definitely produced it.
Yeah, I know he's
Yeah.
a part of it.
Yeah.
So, but he had his stamp on it, and the argument that directors don't get a chance to be directors, James Gunn destroyed that. Taika Waititi destroyed that.
Taika Waititi
Sam-
does that shit.
Sam
Constantly.
Raimi destroyed that. And
This
the
movie,
Russo brothers. destroyed
Doctor
it.
Strange is so fucking Sam Raimi.
It's so
That's
good.
why I love it. Like Martin, when we walked in, was like, "What'd you think?" And I wanted to be like, "Best comic book movie ever."
No,
because
it's not. It's not.
No, but like not like better than other comic book movies. What I mean is like the most it feels like a comic book.
I didn't think Sam
Movie.
Raimi could pull what he did off.
No.
Off, and he did.
And he
but
did.
I love one of
It's
Sam Raimi.
cartoony and wacky and weird and crazy and
it's-
scary.
It's good that he saw failure with comic book movies first, because success and failure. He saw success and failure.
Spider-Man 1's not a. It doesn't stand up as well because of
I mean, at
time.
the time though,
But at the
it
time,
was a grand slam.
everything
Grand slam.
you could have wanted.
Spider-Man
then
2, and it kind of
Spider-Man
went.
2 is pretty solid.
It's pretty
Spider-Man 3
solid.
is-
It's downhill.
Spider-Man-
So like he
Spider-Man 3 is
saw
nice.
success and failure, but like what he brought to this was different.
Yeah.
And it was what it wasn't Sam Raimi doing a comic book movie. No, it wasn't a comic book movie with Sam Raimi, which was Spider-Man.
No, it was Sam Raimi.
It was
doing
Sam
a comic
Raimi
book
doing a comic movie.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
I felt
It was like,
Drag
this
Me to
guy
Hell.
This guy made Drag Me to Hell or Army of Darkness.
Yeah, I haven't seen Army of Darkness.
Oh, just like the skeletons that are like cackling and
yeah.
the spirits that come out and are like yelling at Doctor Strange with like high pitched voices and all
Yeah.
laughing. I was like, oh yeah, Sam Raimi made this.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Also, the fucking from the ground, hand up in the air, just
yeah.
well done.
That's yeah.
Well fucking done.
So let's move forward in the movie.
Yeah, sure.
In our soft recap.
The attack
that we walked through.
Hamartage.
That was interesting, dude. I loved the callback to I want to say
Ultron.
Age of Ultron,
The-
when she peeks behind him.
Whispers.
Oh, so good, dude. First of all, Elizabeth Olsen, who
She
saw that
eats this
coming.
whole movie, dog.
She eats the entire movie, dude. She's feasting. She's feasting on everyone
Feasting.
else.
She deserves some award. Like, put her up for one. She's so good in this movie.
She won't get it though.
No, because
It's a comic movie, and everyone discredits comic movies.
also fuck the Oscars, because y'all had more to say about Will Smith than you did about
Buffalo.
anything else, but
Yeah.
especially Buffalo. Yeah, she's Elizabeth Olsen's just fucking destroying the whole movie.
Yeah.
Both literally with her actions and literally in her acting.
Mm-hmm.
But Tax Comertage gets.
That was creepy. The glass universe that he put her in. First of all, Doctor Strange could put you somewhere that you don't want to be. Like he's
Yeah.
actually evil, low key. Like
Yeah.
the place he put her in.
He's not great.
That should have worked.
Yeah, but then she turned the mirror into water.
Yeah.
And then
And fucked herself up.
and then
going
comes
through
out
it.
of the gong having scraped herself up and just has to like reconstitute herself, and it's
Actually
fucking,
terrifying.
Ooh, gross. Just yank it. Where do those dudes go that she yanked into the water?
Death.
Never see them again.
Yeah.
What happened to them? You're that guy. Where you go?
Yeah.
Are you just like, never mind? She picks up bodies and reanimates them and puts them through pain.
Do you think I thought they weren't dead. I thought
No, I don't
just
think
weren't
they were dead. Yeah, they were like wounded, but who's out there to gather the wounded? Everyone else is gone.
Yeah.
So but picks these dudes up and starts torturing them, and he's like, well,
I feel like that should. I feel like I think that's a weakness of the 616 universe is like that compassion.
maybe.
Like the whole multiverse is at risk here. The entire multiverse is at risk, and yet you're going to tell her where the writings of
Where
the Darkhold
Mount
is
Wundagore is, yeah.
because you want to save these 6 sorcerers.
I think that's evidence that Wong's not cut to be the Sorcerer Supreme. Because Strange would have been like,
No, kill these dudes.
yep. Strange would. That's the
But
thing.
then Juan was like, "Kill me! You have to kill me to get this information." She was like, "I'm gonna hurt these 5 people." Okay.
That's why I don't think he's the. I don't think he's Sorcerer Supreme material. I love him to death, and I would watch the fuck out of a show dedicated to Wong.
Well,
It's
you know,
just
you
him
know, you know,
pu-
you know
it's
he
just
called
him
it
popping in.
like a couple years ago.
No.
Phase Wong.
Perfect.
He did.
It's perfect.
He said, just so y'all know, this next it's not Phase 4, it's Phase Wong.
It's Phase Wong. He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
He was in Shang-Chi.
He could not be in Shang-Chi.
No.
Had
to be.
Yeah.
You can't like make a movie about Chinese Americans and Chinese heritage and not
not
include
have-
Benedict Wong.
Yeah.
It'd be really fucking shitty.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also like him and Abomination is great. I can't wait to see more Abomination going forward.
Tim Roth is the shit.
Tim Roth is actually the shit. Yeah.
Actually, like literally the guy.
Yeah,
he's literally that guy.
He's that guy. Like, you're not that guy? Oh, no, wait, he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, we get Comertage attacked, and America and Strange disappear through a portal because, again,
Because she was stressed
right
out.
before she gets, like, killed, she freaks out and does it again.
Mm-hmm.
And then they end up on 818?
838.
838, which is this weird, like, utopian
It's a utopian
society.
spot with weird things in the sky. Do you think that's cosmic residue from the Infinity Gauntlet?
Sure, maybe.
All right.
Did they destroy the stones afterwards, or did they?
I don't think they
did they keep them to themselves?
The Illuminati's purpose is to have the stones.
So they're probably. So like
So that's why
that
they-
Mordo that's in there that got left behind, who is the only person who survived,
Has the
is
stones.
definitely going to grab the stones and come after Strange.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
So yeah, they end up there. Long story short, we see where America comes from.
Yeah.
How she accidentally killed her moms because of a bee.
Yeah.
Well, she accidentally, portaled her moms away.
Yeah.
Because she was a little kid, scared by a bee, which, fuck, that sucks. Can you imagine, like, blaming yourself your whole life because, like, you were 6 and a bee scared you?
Yeah.
You were
But I like
10
how they
and a
wrapped
bee?
it up at the end, though. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think we're going to have to do a part 1, part 2 of Doctor Strange spoiler.
Sure. Why not?
Time's right there.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we're at the halfway point. Well, they get capped up by, they see Mordo, and he's like, friend. Absolutely lying.
Well, he was.
Sleep potions them. No.
You think it was just all nefarious?
No, all nefarious. He hated Strange.
In that universe, you think he did too?
Yeah.
I think he hit a nail on the head when he was like, "You probably were happy that I got corrupted by the Darkhold. You probably gave me the Darkhold."
Yeah, because now you get to be the Sorcerer Supreme, 100%. I think that struck a chord with with Mordo, and he was like, "Fuck this dude."
Yeah.
You know what? I'll cast my vote now. Sword. Also, Strange betting on the collar going around his wrist and removing his magic abilities as the sword is going into his face.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good. Also, shout out that athletic ass move that he pulled to get out
jumping
of the.
off of him. To get
Yeah,
out.
like all right,
Ooh, all right,
all right, Strange.
Stephen Strange, fucking getting in shape and shit.
All right, we have 15 minutes left. Let's put a plug in Doctor Strange.
Yep, that's
so
part 1.
Part 2 will be the next episode, episode 8 of Mcdudes. We're going to talk about part 2, and I think the movies deserve this much time to talk about it.
And also, this movie specifically, in its final act or in its final half, in its last half, more than just talking about the movie, it's got wide implications for where the universe is going forward.
Yeah.
So like we'll be able to talk not just about the movie, but
about all
what possibly could come, because that list is long and very deep.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of CG and people getting CG fatigue, and maybe people on the internet being a little too.
I don't know. Here's
Who
what I
knows?
say.
Who
Here's,
knows?
here's
Who
what I
knows?
say.
So we're talking specifically about She-Hulk and the fact that they had to update some of the CG.
So
because some of it was not great.
As I watched the She-Hulk trailer the first time, and this was the moment it came out, I did think to myself, looks not too good.
Plasticky.
It looks bad.
Yeah.
And is it an insult to say that? Yeah. Is it true? Yeah, it looks bad. It does.
There's a part of me
let's
that
keep it
was like,
100.
maybe they were going for like making it kind of look like a practical effect. And then I was like,
Why?
they don't do that. So
Right.
why would they do that?
Like, why does Hulk look so good? And I feel like Hulk looked really good in the trailer.
They have Hulk assets, though. They have for years, right? So they don't have to try to make Hulk look good. They've got that built.
I know, but you build She-Hulk.
No, I know. I'm not excusing them.
And I love She-Hulk. I have She-Hulk
She-Hulk's the shit.
1 at home.
Yeah.
Like, I as a kid, I don't know why, I like She-Hulk more than I like the Hulk.
Yeah.
Because she's smart. She's an
She's
Amazon.
smart. Period.
You know, she's just dope. She's
Yeah.
a dope character. And she's quick.
She's a big, smart, strong, beautiful
and she's
woman.
funny.
I want her to pick me up and take me to bed.
Dude, a lot of that trailer, the comments were like, "Hear me out, though."
Yeah, like, but hold on. What if? No, I'm excited about that show. I hope that we're like building the like small market heroes, because She-Hulk is not small market, but like
She's bigger than Defenders, but not bigger than
Hulk. Right. And like that encourages me, because we've also been reintroduced to Matt Murdock. We've just found out that Kristen Ritter's coming back to play Jessica Jones.
First of all, I just want to say this.
Dude, the best. Kristen Ritter has had a place in my heart for years, and then she played Jessica Jones, and I was like, oh,
She
shit.
was so good.
So fucking
And actually,
good.
no powers. Well, powers, right?
She's
But no like
strong as
special
shit.
effects.
None.
No costume. It's just her and her acting
And
ability.
like the one time she flies, it happens off screen, and when she lands, people are like, the fuck did you just do? And she was like, oh. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah. And I want to talk about the casting. That's a whole different episode,
No,
dude.
We should talk about the Netflix shows broadly, because
Oh my God, I want
Netflix was on their fucking game.
Dude, they did not. Who was I talking to?
Ben.
Was it Ben?
It must have been. It might have been. It was recent though.
It was recent. I was just like, man, the casting was so on point.
Yeah, you were
with all
looking
of
through the
them.
cast of Jessica Jones, like these
Oh
all hit.
my God,
these
dude.
all hit. Fucking
Starlight from The Boys is in Jessica Jones. Yes,
Really?
yeah. I didn't know that until I looked.
What? Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's the girl that kills her parents in the elevator
Is it?
in the first season.
Maybe.
The first episode.
I don't remember.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That might be.
So they
Also, what's her name? Carrie Ann Moss as.
come on. We're talking about here. What do we even say?
Like-
even the dude, the black dude who was the assistant, like his arc, his acting ability was next level. And then we're not going to talk about Tenet. We're not going to talk about him.
Dude, Killmonger. Sorry,
Kilgrave.
Kilgrave is such a good fucking villain.
Literally one of the best villains in Marvel, but it wasn't in MCU.
Well, it technically
He was
could-
terrifying.
Technically, could be
He was terrifying.
terrifying. When she goes up to the top floor and his parents are just deleting themselves.
Yeah.
Like his dad is like putting his arm in a blender
Yeah.
or down the drain, because he's like, he said to make us not exist anymore. You're like, oh my God,
Dude,
Ugh.
the Netflix shows got it. They got it right.
they were so dark. too.
Punisher, Daredevil,
I'm
Jessica
holding
Jones,
out hope that John
Luke Cage.
Bernthal gets another fucking chance to come back.
He needs to be Punisher, dude.
He's so
There is
good.
no other Punisher.
He's so good.
We are way off topic, but I don't give a fuck.
Who
dude.
gives a fuck? That's what this podcast is
MC
about.
dudes.
I'm hoping, because She-Hulk interacts with some of these smaller markets, and we've been reintroduced to Murdoch, that they're lawyers.
Yeah.
Why not? Why wouldn't they interact with
They
each
should
other?
interact with
They
each
should.
other.
They should. If she's in New York, which, like, I can't imagine Hulk being anywhere far from the Avengers facility.
No, not at all.
So they're in New York.
Yeah,
So there's no reason for her not to interact with Murdoch at some point.
it should happen. Does it need to happen in the show? I don't
Does it
think
need to
so.
happen in the show? No. I'm just in the future. I'd love to see them cross paths. I'd love to see them team up.
Yeah.
I would watch a Law and Order MCU. Oh my god.
But,
I would watch Law and Order MCU.
Dum, dum.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Don't let the Russos do it because they did it in Community.
Let the Russos do it.
Oh shit.
But
yeah.
the trailer,
The CG needed to be fixed.
the
And they did
CG,
it.
and I don't think they did it
They did
all the way.
some.
They just lightened her skin, which is like normal, right?
Yeah, but also
Like,
the show's not coming out till August.
they got renders, dude.
They got time.
And rendering takes a long time.
Yeah.
So
And they got
I don't
6
know.
months, so.
I feel like. Do you think maybe they put the trailer out knowing that it would get that? Because sometimes everything's on purpose, and they know they're not dumb. No one over there is dumb.
Yeah.
They get it. So
Yeah.
they knew. I think they knew they were going to do that out and get it back last. But they were thinking they're going to do some Sonic the Hedgehog shit and like, oh, we'll fix it.
We'll get
but-
people talking about it at
Yeah.
least. Yeah.
because now everyone's talking
The
about
only
She-Hulk.
time, the only place I won't forgive that is right now with Star Wars because they refuse to cast Sebastian Stan as young Luke, despite the fact that they look the same,
They do look the same.
and they keep doing CG that looks like they're manipulating
better.
a weird. It's
They're
getting better, but it's not great yet.
Mando Luke Skywalker looked way better
Way
than
better than
No, Boba Fett
Boba-
Luke
yeah,
Skywalker
yeah,
looked
yeah.
way better than
than Mando.
Mando's.
Mando's was like, "Ooh, don't talk, just stand there."
All right, I just want to tell you this, and this is not Marvel, but the first scene in Obi-Wan Kenobi hits so hard because of everything that's happened in the news this week.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
Yeah, somebody watched them last night, and their only response was incredible.
Oh yeah, no,
And I was like, okay.
I was falling asleep because I was whacked last night, and I was watching. I got to the first half. The Inquisitors, so dope. I don't know the characters because I don't like my Star Wars lore.
Sorry, homie, I'm not
it's-
watching Clone Wars. That's too much kid shit.
It's too much, and I am movie and a little bit book deep, but I'm not like
Yeah.
I'm watching. I can't. I tried.
There's a lot of Clone Wars.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's heavy.
People are like, take that list and watch the specific ones. I'm like,
It's like The Wire.
I'll just look them up later.
It's like The Wire, dude.
It's like The Wire.
The Wire has like five seasons, hour and a half long each.
Every
15
there's
episodes.
15 episodes and they're all 90
Holy
minutes
fuck shit, dude! Like you can't just say someone to casually watch The Wire.
Yeah, you're gonna watch
You
The
know?
Wire, bro, and you're like, with
With
what time?
What year? What years is this
When am I
assignment
supposed
due?
to fit this into my fucking schedule?
And I feel the same way about Clone Wars, and I've tried because I wanted to learn about Bo-Katan. I wanted to learn about
Sure. Yeah. I watched the
Wars-
first episode of Clone Wars on and was like,
Ahsoka Tano, and I got through like a season or so, but it's just too much to consume.
and it's not, it doesn't get good right away.
Yeah,
So like the first season, you're like, okay.
but I just want to say this: what a time to be alive.
What a time to fucking
That
be.
that
Like,
Ewan McGregor is literally and Hayden
I
Christensen.
would kiss you and McGregor on the fucking mouth.
Dude, I don't know about that, but I'd definitely
You
big
would.
spoon Hayden Christensen.
Perfect. We got
Right,
them
we
both
have-
covered, yeah.
But like the fact that we have this show, and I was looking back, like this is like the continuation of the prequels, and they have the opportunity to do what they've learned to do right,
Yeah.
with the cinematics, even because it starts with a recap, and even then, like some of the backgrounds look so bad.
Sure,
And like
sure.
now they have the Mandalorian technology.
The Mando wall, yeah,
The Mando
dude.
wall, like, man, it's just so good, and it's so fun to see it, and it's like perfect timing because Ewan McGregor does not look like it's been 20 years, like
Sure.
because he was old. Like there's a pocket that we live in, right?
Yeah.
I want to say between 25, late 20s to 45, in which you pretty much kind of look the same.
You look the same until your hair goes white.
Unless you've done some wild shit, right? Unless you like wild the fuck out,
Yeah.
right? And Ewan McGregor
Look
might
at
be.
Paul Rudd. He's looked the same for the last 25 years.
But
That man is 50.
He looks like the dude from Clueless, bro. Like he looks like Paul Rudd. Now obviously he looks a little bit older.
doesn't- yeah.
But like there's a pocket and he's in that pocket. Now
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor might be older than 45. I don't know.
He's around there.
But he's in that pocket and he looks like it's believable. Like sometimes when they do this, it doesn't work because
Yeah, you're like,
too much time has
it's been
passed.
too long,
This person
yeah.
looks like this person looks like
Yeah.
that. But like it's in a perfect pocket where like, man, that's old Ben. Like
Yeah.
that's Obi-Wan.
My favorite thing right now is that in Hollywood, we're across TV shows and movies, we're getting actors that made shit and then 30 years have passed and they're able to make another
Yeah.
and be like, no, 30 years have passed.
Yeah.
We're acting like that's it, like Top Gun, Obi-Wan,
so dope.
Star
Ghostbusters?
Wars, Ghostbusters. Like they're all like,
Ghostbusters Afterlife, underrated.
I've heard it's really good. I haven't watched
I
it
think I
myself.
bought it. So maybe we'll do a movie night with
Yeah,
it. It's
let's
really
do it.
good.
No, I love the time we're in because not only like yes, this is a Marvel show, 100%,
we're gonna
but like
talk
we're
about
gonna talk about Disney shit and like Moon Knight ends, excuse me, and then right after Moon Knight ends, we're getting Obi-Wan, and then like right after Obi-Wan starts, right after it starts, we're also getting Miss Marvel, and we got Doctor Strange, and then like right as Miss Marvel wraps, we're gonna be getting Thor, and then right after Thor, we're gonna be getting She-Hulk, and right after that, we're getting Cat. Have you seen the Andor trailer,
No.
bro?
There's a trailer for Andor?
Yeah, it came out yesterday. It's fucking
my God, I
incredible.
missed it. Yeah, I totally missed it.
It's fucking incredible.
I totally missed it. Fuck.
We're in a time where being a nerd fucking rules, and like the Disney Plus subscription is rapidly becoming very valuable to me.
It's been valuable since day one.
Yeah. What am I saying? I have kids. Disney Plus
No,
is like the app I go
listen,
to.
I'm going to get a Marvel tattoo. Like
Sure.
I'm surprised I don't have one, but like
You do. You have Spider-Man.
No,
and
like the
Venom.
actual logo, the red and white logo.
Oh, it's just dope. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting that
yeah.
tattoo on my leg.
Yeah.
Like it's one of my tattoos.
Yeah.
I've been happy with that since day one. Now, am I upset that they don't have all the properties? Yeah, it needs to be all under one roof, but they're working on it,
They're
and
getting
I'm happy. I'm very happy.
They will get there.
97 X-Men coming, and it's rumored to be canon to the MCU. Shut your mouth.
Yep. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. When grown folks talking.
Hey, dude. Dope.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about Moon Knight.
Not at all. So we're gonna have to shelf Moon Knight again, which is fine. It happens.
Well, I mean, we also probably should rewatch that show.
I need to rewatch
It's
Moon Knight.
Fucking dense.
So here's what we're doing. I'm going to rewatch Moon Knight, and we'll talk about it in depth all together. It's not that many episodes, but 6 episodes.
6 episodes, 40 minutes each.
40 minutes each. And I need to give it a rewatch because I like when WandaVision was happening, I rewatched the episodes. Loki happened, I rewatched episodes. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I rewatched episodes for the most part.
Yeah, sure.
Probably not as much as Wanda and Loki.
But also, like, the way that Moon Knight is built, there are things you realize later that make rewatching the show
a little bit
interesting
worth it. Yeah.
and worth investigating.
Yeah.
So.
I also need to rewatch What If because we need to dedicate some time to What If.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my God.
Do you feel, because to bring it back to Doctor Strange, do you feel like if you didn't see What If, did you see What If?
I did, 100%.
Okay.
I thought I was going to need that.
Do you think
to
you
watch
needed
Doctor Strange? I did. Like none of the I thought the Strange that had the mustache was like things. That's it. In the trailers, I thought Doctor Strange was the bad guy.
But
in this movie.
I think what we were establishing, I thought it was the Sorcerer Supreme.
I thought it was like
which is
the
that guy-
bad
his name.
Doctor Strange in the little bubble from What If was going to break out and be the big bad.
But
of this
that's
movie.
still a possibility.
It's still a
so
possibility.
I think what If and Doctor Strange realized is that to be Doctor Strange can either go other ways.
Oh, everyone's assessment that he's a problem.
We've never seen-
is 100% correct.
We've never seen evil Hulk or evil Iron Man in these universes, but we've definitely seen. We
saw
have.
Evil Hulk once.
Hmm?
We saw Evil Hulk once
Where?
when Wanda got to him, and he had like red eyes.
Oh well, yeah.
And he was fucking up a city.
Yeah, he's being controlled. But like, we haven't seen these variants like we're about to see with Kang. We're about to see because obviously there's variants of Kang that are good people like who created time travel and
Yeah.
multiverse jumping and
Yeah.
and wanted to heal and basically like are the pioneers of their universe.
Yep.
And like, but they're making a point to show us these evil Doctor Stranges, like a large point. So maybe going forward we're going to get more of that. Like maybe we will get the Sorcerer Supreme, which I hope we do, because I thought he was such an interesting character.
We've already said he's the guy who will do the like. You know what? Sorry,
Yeah.
you are not as important as all of them. And like I see Strange doing that at some point.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
It keeps moving towards that. Although now, again, his wife has showed up.
Yeah.
So.
But so like I think they
What
were
does
saying
that
like
mean?
what Straw Hat Goofy was comparing was how Wanda at the end of it of her trauma gets the Darkhold, gets corrupted, and then goes on a mission, and how Doctor Strange got the Darkhold, got corrupted, third eye, and then goes on a mission, and they're very similar in trajectories. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be interesting how they played Doctor Strange.
Although this Strange never got the Darkhold.
Oh, he got corrupted by the Darkhold.
Our Strange didn't. He
Yeah,
never
did?
touched it.
Oh, he got all into it. He
No.
cast a spell. He cast a spell for the
Oh,
walking.
So
he-
also we said we wouldn't talk about the second half of the movie, but he possesses a dead body, and then like spirits from hell, which they name drop, which means like demons. Oh no, we're gonna have to start talking about fucking.
Hey, one of them should have looked like the character from Drag Me to Hell.
Yes, maybe that's in there.
That would have been too much. Yeah. I'd have been crying.
We're gonna have to start talking about fucking Mephisto again because hell's been confirmed. Yeah. But demons from hell are like, you're gonna have to pay, like, stop, or you will pay the price for this. Yeah. And then he controls them, which means like, inevitably someone from hell's gonna be like, hey, we gotta talk about this. Yeah. Which, like, fuck yeah, let's go. If Death shows up finally, should have shown up during the Thanos. He
should have showed up during Thanos.
But if Death shows up finally. Also, if Death is Deadpool's girlfriend.
What if Death resurrects Thanos?
Marvel Universe fucking rules. I love this.
We could do this all day.
We could do this forever. I love this.
Side note, Captain Carter saying we can do this all day. So good. Okay.
It's very good. Also, R.I.P.
Dude, Holly Atwell?
Haley Atwell.
Haley Atwell.
Oh, yeah. I'd risk everything. Love you, babe.
Mcdudes, episode 7, live from Apotheosis
Comics.
Located on Grand Boulevard in St. Louis.
50 something. I'm sorry. Grand Boulevard in St. Louis, in the, like, cool part of Grand. It's got all the shit.
Because there are uncool parts of Grand.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to drop the address, though.
Yeah, drop that address.
So they have 2 locations. They have 3206 South Grand Boulevard, which is where we are recording now. And they also have 3359 South Jefferson, which is my neighborhood.
Yeah, Cherokee Street area. They rule. They rule. Comics,
beers,
tabletop games.
Funcos.
Beers, right.
Events. I came here a couple weeks ago and met
Steve Martinette.
That was cool.
Mario. The voice actor for Mario since the 80s.
I'm actually doing an event here with DJ Epic. I would love to talk about that for a quick little second if I can find the email quickly, because he just sent me the email.
Also, like, I don't know what his hours are, but it does seem like he kind of locked up and let us do this. But, like, in the future, we could make a thing out of it.
Yeah, no, I like this.
And we could have, like, the crowd ask us what we think about stuff. Maybe. Oh, shit, maybe.
June 15th at Apotheosis Comic Books, we're doing a Power Up Party, which is a live gaming and live experience thing. So it's going to be live games, streaming, and music. I'm going to be DJing here. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah. F-U-N.
Yeah.
I don't know why I spelled it.
So, yeah. You got anything to go out there?
I mean, not really. I mean, I've got Bounty Board, the podcast I do, is having Thomas Sala, who's a game director, on today. I'm interviewing him today, so that'll go.
He made the Falconer.
He made Falconeer.
Sorry.
That'll go live probably Monday, because it's, by the time we're done, it'll be evening Friday. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that on Monday, the
1st,
28, 29, 30, the 30th.
30th.
Monday the 30th.
Yo, like, you know how people have the way of, like, knowing, like, how many months had the days?
Yeah.
Don't know it. Don't even try it.
If you put your knuckles like this, it's literally that.
Don't even try it.
31, 30, 31.
What's 28, though? Why? February.
Because we can't do math. But yeah, that's all I got.
Cool, man. Well,
I'm streaming again.
Yeah, I've done everything but hit start streaming. Yeah. I've revamped my setup. Yeah. I have all the assets. I have the thing and this and this and this and that. I really love. This is off topic. We shouldn't even be talking about this, but I love Rocket Champion
or Roller Champions.
Roller Champion.
It rules.
I've been playing it a shit ton.
I'm in ranked. We got through ranked, and we're right below national. No, I'm national 1.
Oh wow, I don't know what that means yet. I said,
they don't put like medals on it, but it fucking rules. It fucking rules. And
console is easier than mouse and keyboard, but I can't. I'm having a hard time doing it outside of mouse and keyboard.
We got absolutely dog walked by someone on mouse and keyboard the other day.
It's better. Mouse and keyboard's better.
I mean, you can turn faster, right? So if someone's behind you, you can whoop tackle.
But see, the problem is, like, I can't tap strafe like I want to. Because, like, I think what you have to do is you have to hit the focus on ball and then turn to turn fast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also brakes.
Brakes too, but brakes.
Dog, I used brakes all the way around one game.
Yeah.
While my team was playing defense, I dodged everybody because I just stopped and went, and then I kept going.
All right, so I need to play with you more.
Yeah, it's great. We got to do it.
Mcdudes, episode 7. Wolverines in it. I'll talk to you guys next time.